Ruthless Aggression Era saw the rise of new megastars, classic rivalries and unforgettable moments that shaped the landscape of professional wrestling. To evolve and stay fresh, the company shifted towards a more athletic-driven and wrestling-focused product while still maintaining the entertainment-driven storytelling of its predecessor, that being the Attitude Era. The period officially began when WWE owner Vince McMahon famously challenged anyone in the locker room to step up and be the new face of the company. He demanded that they show some ruthless aggression and prove themselves as a top star. 3 days later, John Cena made his SmackDown debut and forged his welcome to the WWE in that moment. Welcome to Honor Wrestling Club, and here is our list of the 10 most defining stars of the Ruthless Aggression Era. Welcome to the club. In number 10, we have Brock Lesnar, who was dubbed the next big thing. Brock Lesnar's impact on the Ruthless Aggression Era was immediate and dominant. Bursting onto the scene in 2002, Lesnar was strapped to a rocket ship and quickly rose to the top of the industry, or a brocket was strapped to him. Being featured in feuds with The Rock, Hulk Hogan, The Undertaker and Kurt Angle showed how much the WWE saw him as the next big thing. He became the youngest WWE champion in history after defeating the Great One in SummerSlam 2002's main event. He would go on to win the 2003 Royal Rumble match and main event WrestleMania 19 against Kurt Angle. His marquee bout against the Olympic gold medalist remains one of the best matches of the era. Though his first WWE run did end prematurely in 2004, his dominance during those 2 years cemented Lesnar as a generational talent. His return years later only reinforced his status as one of WWE's biggest attractions. In number 9 we have Eddie Guerrero, who may be gone too soon, but his legacy has lived on forever. Eddie Guerrero may be gone, but his legacy as one of the most iconic WWE superstars of all time is very much alive. His lie, cheat and steal persona showcased his versatility and made him an entertaining and deserving WWE champion. Guerrero rose to the main event status during the Ruthless Aggression Era. His WWE Championship win in No Way Out 2004 over Brock Lesnar remains one of the most emotional in wrestling history. The WWE Hall of Famer had memorable feuds against the likes of Kurt Angle, Rey Mysterio and JBL, but many remember Guerrero most for his lying, cheating and stealing tactics and provided plenty of unforgettable moments. His untimely passing in 2005 was a tragic loss for the industry, but his legacy as one of the greatest wrestlers of all time remains intact. WWE fans still remember the Hall of Famer fondly to this day. Many current day wrestlers such as Dominic Mysterio, Liv Morgan and Sasha Banks honour him by borrowing his moves in the ring. That shows just how big of a star Guerrero was, especially during the Ruthless Aggression Era. In number 8 we have Rey Mysterio, who reaches the top in the land of the Giants. Rey Mysterio brought a unique high-flying style that made him one of the most exciting superstars of the Ruthless Aggression Era. As someone whom wrestling fans hadn't seen in WWE before, he had one of the most highly anticipated debuts of all time. Whenever Mysterio wrestled, fans could expect to see high-octane action. Standing at 5'6" and weighing 175 pounds, he didn't really fit the bill of that prototypical WWE guy. Nonetheless, his miniature size didn't prevent him from blossoming into a top star in the company. His underdog story captivated fans, culminating in a historic Royal Rumble victory in 2006 and an emotional WrestleMania 22 win for the World Heavyweight Championship. Mysterio's rivalries during this period with Eddie Guerrero, Chavo Guerrero and JBL highlighted his ability to tell compelling stories while delivering thrilling matches. His influence extended beyond WWE as his success paved the way for more lucha wrestlers in the company. In number 7 we have Kurt Angle, who was the most decorated athlete to ever step foot in WWE. Kurt Angle was one of the top stars who defined the Ruthless Aggression Era. The Olympic gold medalist is perhaps the greatest technical wrestler in WWE history. Though it was all business whenever he stepped foot in the ring, he showcased a quirky and funny side at times which helped endear his character with the WWE audience. Nonetheless, when those straps came down, it was game over for his opponents. Some of his memorable rivals in the Ruthless Aggression Era include guys like Brock Lesnar, Eddie Guerrero and Shawn Michaels. His main event matches with the three at WrestleMania are all three competitors are must-watch for fans looking to enjoy any WrestleMania masterclass. As a ruthless competitor, Angle's intensity made him a legitimate threat in any storyline, whether as a beloved babyface or as an aggressive heel. Being the top man eventually burned Angle out, but that did not stop him from delivering top-tier in-ring performances every single night. And though he would leave the company in 2006, his impact during this era cannot be understated. In number 6 we have Edge, who as the ultimate opportunist grabbed every single brass ring. From being one of the most iconic teams during the Attitude Era, Edge broke through as a legitimate main event single superstar in the Ruthless Aggression Era. As the rated R Superstar, he was arguably the most despised heel during this era. Edge broke through into the main event scene in 2005 following his infamous Money in the Bank cash-in on John Cena at the 2006 New Year's Revolution, and his main event run started the year prior with winning the briefcase. This historic cash-in gave birth to his feud with John Cena, who became the 16-time WWE Champion's most heated rival during that period, well now 17-time. The two provided countless memorable moments, but those spots stood out more than when John Cena gave Edge that iconic attitude adjustment off the top of the ladder onto two tables at Unforgiven 2006. Apart from Cena, he also had great rivalries with Batista and The Undertaker. His partnership with Lita also added a compelling element to his character during that period. His willingness to push the boundaries and do whatever it took to entertain the fans, just like he did during his iconic hardcore match with Mick Foley at WrestleMania, made Edge one of the greatest performers of the Ruthless Aggression Era. In number 5, we have Randy Orton. Quite frankly, Randy Orton was made for this business. A third-generation superstar, the master of the RKO had all the tools to be the standard of professional wrestling. For over 2 decades, Orton has become just that. In the words of the great JBL, if you were to build a wrestler from the ground up, you'd get Randy Orton. But like all WWE legends, he had his humble beginnings. The youngest World Heavyweight Champion in WWE history, Orton became a breakout star during the Ruthless Aggression Era. His time with Triple H, Ric Flair and Batista at Evolution helped Orton gain credibility as a wrestler. However, ironically, his real rise began when Triple H betrayed him after he won the World Heavyweight Championship in SummerSlam 2004. Orton later reverted to being a heel and embraced being the legend killer by feuding with WWE icons such as Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker, which further elevated this second-generation superstar. His cocky persona along with his natural in-ring ability made Orton a mainstay in WWE's main event scene. In number 4 we have Triple H, who basically ran Monday nights as the Cerebral Assassin. Name me a more iconic duo during the Ruthless Aggression Era than Triple H and the World Heavyweight Championship. The Cerebral Assassin ran Monday nights through the majority of the Ruthless Aggression Era. He had a stranglehold on the World Heavyweight title during his reign and a memorable feud against the likes of Shawn Michaels and Goldberg. Despite being at the top though, the game still did help elevate younger talent such as Randy Orton, John Cena and especially Batista. His feud with Batista in particular really helped to establish the Animal as one of the top faces of the company. Following his reign of terror, Triple H turned back to the good graces of the WWE Universe when he reunited with Shawn Michaels. Together, the former friends turned rivals brought back the iconic D-Generation X for its second best run from 2006 onwards, and this brought back plenty of nostalgia. Though it wasn't quite as edgy as the DX that wreaked havoc during the Attitude Era, Triple H and Shawn Michaels still provided fans with plenty of hilarious moments more suited for the Ruthless Aggression Era. In number 3 we have The Undertaker, and going back to the dead man reignited his mystique. Already an established legend, The Undertaker continued to evolve during the Ruthless Aggression Era. After becoming the American Badass at the end of the Attitude Era, Big Evil's transition to the Dead Man back in 2004 reignited his mystique and dark character. After mixing it up with the likes of Stone Cold, The Rock and Triple H, the veteran Undertaker showed that he could still hang with the new generation. His spine-chilling entrance was always a must-see, no matter how long it took him to get to the ring. He had many unforgettable feuds with the era's top stars such as Randy Orton, Batista and Edge. The Dead Man's iconic WrestleMania streak also started to become a significant selling point of the show, with classics against the 3 aforementioned names further solidifying his legacy. Undertaker's ability to work with rising stars and elevate them while maintaining his aura made him one of the WWE's most valuable superstars during this period. In number 2, we have the Animal, who evolved into the face of the company. Batista's rise to superstardom was meteoric. Beginning as an enforcer for Evolution, the Animal evolved into one of WWE's most dominant superstars in the Ruthless Aggression Era. He burst onto the scene in 2002 as a raw powerhouse with sheer strength and aggression. Standing at 6'4" and weighing 315 pounds, he always looked like a top star, but it wasn't until he aligned himself with Triple H, Ric Flair and Randy Orton that he truly established his credibility as a future main eventer. After spending years in the shadows of his Evolution mentors, Batista eventually broke through, winning the 2005 Royal Rumble match eventually, and last eliminated John Cena, signalled that the company saw him as a company cornerstone. He earned the main event spot at WrestleMania, where he emphatically won the World Heavyweight Championship from his mentor Triple H. Batista's rivalry with the game further elevated the Animal as one of the faces of the company. After beating Triple H in a brutal Hell in a Cell match at Vengeance 2005, he would move on to SmackDown and had a terrific feud with the likes of The Undertaker and Edge. In addition, his program with the late great Eddie Guerrero unveiled a new layer into his character which made him more likeable with the WWE fans. And number 1, we have John Cena, who is the greatest of this era and possibly of all time? Yeah? No superstar defined the Ruthless Aggression Era more than John Cena. The eventual 17-time world champion and an explosive WWE debut in 2002 when he answered Kurt Angle's open challenge and gave the Olympic gold medalist a little taste of Ruthless Aggression. Cena's Doctor of Thugonomics persona helped him stand out and establish a connection with and credibility with the WWE audience through his creative raps and expressive promos. He would win his first WWE Championship at WrestleMania 21 to cement his place as one of the faces of the company. His never-give-up attitude resonated with the crowd, though some were entirely receptive to the idea of him becoming WWE's new torchbearer. However, whether as a fan favourite or an incredibly polarising figure, Cena was undeniable. Nobody in the company could connect with the audience like he could, and whether his naysayers like it or not, he was a top draw. His marquee rivalries against Edge and Randy Orton and his classic WrestleMania moments carried the company during that time. Love him or hate him, Cena was undeniably the most influential wrestler of the Ruthless Aggression Era. And there you have it, there's our list. So what do you think? Who is your most defining superstar of the Ruthless Aggression Era? Let us know in the comment section down below. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button if you are new around here. That's all for now, so I'd like to thank you for watching, and we'll see you later. Welcome to the club.